Yo, the stage in the building. Show shotter, Big Cat.
So
And it's crazy because respectfully, y'all not even on this list. So y'all shouldn't even be on here. For it should be the people on the list.
yeah, that's what I wanted to see for real. The top five
Yeah,
up
like
here. Talk they
what's
trash a
going
little bit.
on, bruh?
I don't know.
Hey, but
I'm not.
real live, bro, cat. We really honorable mentions, bro. We let Damo get away
Yeah,
with this shit. We let Damo get away with this shit. I ain't even mad at bro though. Do your thing, bro. But we know
young
what's
black
up.
kings though, man.
Nah, I'm
I'm
not
my
gonna
fault, my
lie.
fault.
I had a bad performance earlier to my last one, so I'm battling back from that. So that's cool. This is a little.
Yeah,
It's for sure motivation though. It's for sure motivation
yeah.
Good. That was the
because I
point.
think my next battle is number one.
Right. Yep. It is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
So
we definitely going.
you could knock
Yeah,
him down if
we
you know what
definitely
I'm
going to
saying.
talk about that because we talking about like yeah, because like you said, honorable mention. Yeah, we Jai right there for real. You know what I'm saying. I get a
So
good battle with
so
Casey.
when I made
Okay.
the list, right, people overlooked that it said 2025. It didn't say the list of all time.
Right.
So I'm just
Of right
going
now.
off base this year.
Yeah, but this is
Yeah,
right
yeah.
though. This is right.
Yeah, yeah. Only reason why I mentioned Trey Boogie because you know everybody. That's who everybody want. Trey Boogie, Trey Boogie. You know what I'm saying? So I
Yeah.
figure even though he ain't put in the work, he's still at that top of the list echelon because who he is and what he's done for the stage.
Well, he hasn't battled this year.
That
Yeah. So, but once you said that, I understood.
You got that crazy echo again. You gotta leave and come out.
There we go.
yeah, for the list is good though. I ain't gonna lie, the list is
Okay,
good.
so look, this is my actual facts. This is not something I made up. This is not nothing.
Let's hear
So
the reasoning.
okay, bet. So we got Casey at number one, right? Oh,
I
show
think
got
I
it.
think that's clear.
Yo,
Yeah.
yeah, we good now. We good now. So this list is based on actual facts. It's not nothing I made up. I'm gonna tell you why. Okay,
Let's
so number one, Casey.
Start from the bottom up, bro.
All right, so you want to start from honorable mentions, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so we only had four events this year. Tulsa didn't count because nobody on the roster battled on that card, so I didn't count that card. So so far we had separation, unfinished business one, my brother's keeper, and the anniversary card.
Mm.
The reason why I got Cammo as honorable mention and not in the actual top five, he only got one battle, but it's a clear win over somebody we feel is elite. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
Yeah, facts.
So that's why I got Camel at number five. Uh,
And he's been
I don't
consistent.
that too, but this is just based on this year. I feel like it was just a win though. It wasn't nothing too crazy. It wasn't nothing. You know what I'm saying? It's just a clear win. It's
Absolutely.
not nothing
Yeah, facts.
crazy.
Mm.
Facts.
And he bring people, but it's like it's not no impact to the win.
Yeah,
Right.
that's true. That's
It's
true.
just a win. Like
He just wins. Yeah.
True.
so with Keynote, I got Keynote as an honorable mention only because he still has a battle of the year, which is with Casey,
Very
Absolutely.
very fair.
and that battle got 1.2. And I couldn't do Camo for real in the top five only because him and Dylan not really a high view battle.
Mm.
Would you give Keynote, because this is subjective, would you give Keynote maybe moment of the year with the ball head stuff or no?
I think it's
Not
Keno
bar,
and
but
Casey.
moment.
I
Moment.
think.
No, I'm talking about moment.
Oh, the
Like a
ball.
moment.
Right. Top five moments. Yeah.
All right, so yeah, that's what I had. I had him at moment of the year so far. Not battle of the year and moment of the year.
Mm.
And that battle has more views than a lot of people's
Other.
battles
Yeah.
this year.
Mm.
But the only reason why I can't give him actually in the top five for me is personally like it's a debatable battle, and then like the battles he was supposed to have. Like y'all gotta understand, unfinished business is based because around him because he's actually missed both of the battles. So
Mm.
it's kind of hard to like put you somewhere if you're not even coming to your battles.
That's even more fair for
Not
a
not
reasoning.
not coming.
Yeah.
Well, for whatever reason, the first time it was snow. Then I feel like the second time was just him being not being an adult. Well, he didn't know it was gonna happen that way, but yeah. So
Mm.
unfinished business. It's just the second one based on him. So he's like unfinished business 2.0 right now.
Right, but
Like it's made because of him, kind of in a sense. Like
but even how it's set up, how you just set it for him, that's a alley oop. With Rashaad being number 4, that's an alley oop. If he just gotta complete the mission, you
right,
know what I'm saying? Because that's how I feel versus my battle versus Casey. You just gotta complete the mission. You right there.
right. So that's why I got him at honorable mention. Not Show Shada said he gonna just be in the comments because right now he in the car. So yeah. But I just wanted to do this right
Shout out
quick
to Show Shadow, man.
so people can hear the actual reason why. And it's crazy because people are gonna hear this back and then have a bunch of questions in the inbox when they could have just pulled up. You know what I'm saying?
Well, you gotta figure out the thumbnail, make it
Right,
provocative.
right. So Mookie, I got Mookie at 5. Brings people impact when he battles main event, and he has a clear win over Megalodon, and Megalodon also had a battle of the night with Mike Beezy on the separation card. So that's why I got him at number 5. Only thing that I can't put him even higher than anybody is because that battle doesn't have a lot of views. So it's impact in a sense like people know about the battle, but the views are not reflecting it.
Hmm.
And I don't know what that's about. Like, how can somebody be so impactful like outside of YouTube and then like when it get to YouTube it's just not transferring? Cause like in the building when he rap, everybody want to see him. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
He bring the most people. It's like he got one of the better performances of the night. But it's like I guess if you just don't promo, you just it is what it is. You
Is
feel me?
you think it's a promo thing?
I think so. I think maybe he thinks that because he does have that impact outside of YouTube, that oh I
He
could
doesn't
just
have to do
post
it
the
as much.
battle once and somebody gonna look at it. Sometimes
Mm.
you do gotta actually, and then even before then, Megalodon he basically had some stuff going on, so he was actually gonna back out of the battle originally, but then he was like I'll just do it. So I feel like the fact that he got something maybe going on in his personal life, he's not
Oh
promoting the
yeah.
battle as, and then he said publicly he lost the battle. So Megalodon definitely basically don't promo and hasn't really, I mean, people think promo is just posting your battle. Like sometimes it's not. Like you need clips. You might
Right.
gotta hit up some people personally in the inbox. Yeah, Mookie don't promo enough. But it's crazy because like Mookie got everything else but the promo. Like he got the impact, he gonna bring people. He gonna have nice bars, main events, and I feel like he be main event because of the impact and the people he brings.
Mm.
Right.
That's fair.
We got a comment. Flip Squad as a whole all can promo better. For them to have an impact like they do, they numbers surely don't reflect. I ain't gonna lie. I feel like we all could promo better at this point.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that was why I gave Mookie 5. I put Rashad at number 4 because grudge match this year. It was a body, the impact of the body, but the views is not reflecting it.
Mm.
So that's what had him at 4 for me because everybody else I'm about to name. But see, the only thing that got him at 4 for me is because the body was so impactful in a grudge match.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
It was
Then,
an important win.
yeah. And then I always say, like, if you gonna have a bar that I'm gonna remember from the battle, that Gilbert Arenas bar was like,
Yeah.
you know how you
He
say a
went
bar, be
crazy.
like, hey, I know him for that.
Yeah.
That Gilbert Arenas bar is crazy. So I got him for body of the year, and obviously with a body of the year, with that caliber of the match, that definitely has a lot of impact.
Right,
So
right,
yeah, I got him at number 4 because of that. Only reason why he's not higher is because that battle is not that much. But for it to be a body and still at 600, that's actually not that bad because the opponent doesn't promo the battle. I think
right.
people just wanted to see it, and once they see how it turned out, it was no replay value. So it's like, okay, I seen it. I'm not gonna watch it again.
Mm,
And that's how
yeah.
that's normally how bodies work.
That I mean, that's a lot of how bodies work. But also, when you have bars like that, I feel like going back to what you said, that second wave of promo or like having a clip that like you know exhibiting those things, even in a loss, still where you gotta
Right.
show. You know what I'm saying? Give people something to look forward to.
If Rashad just raps, don't worry about the politics of the sport. He'll go far. It's a fact. So yeah, that's why I got him at 4.
It's fair.
Um, he's been getting better with the promo, but he could definitely still do better.
Everybody could.
Yeah, at
There's
this
always
point.
room for improvement. In fact,
Yeah. So number 3,
top three.
this is the guy that's been advocating for Battle of the Year. Now this is why I can't give him Battle of the Year, right? Okay, he has 2 battles, Jay Skizzle, right? Two
Mm.
battles, right? One is Battle of the Night with him and Casey. But if I was to ask you who was his first battle of 2025, I bet you can't tell me. You see what I'm saying? So
Rebattle
it's
of this
like
year.
you could have a clear win over somebody, but it's like if it's not
Not
impactful,
memorable.
yeah,
Yeah,
it's like it's
mhm.
hard to just. So his first battle of 2025 was on a separation card. That was against Bobby Uptown. Some people had
Okay.
him win. Most people had him winning. Um, it was just a battle. Like it wasn't nothing impactful. It got like almost 400 views. It was like, yeah, it's just a win over Bobby. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't nothing impactful.
I get that, but I feel like the energy that he had for the battle, it kind of like he didn't let Bobby come in here and get a win over him. I
Right,
think that personally, like 3 is a perfect spot for where he should be. Like, um, it- yeah, we probably didn't get the Bobby Uptown thing.
right,
I do agree with that. Like, it's probably more like impactful moments, but like as in like when things happen, going back to the second wave of promo, he definitely has a lot of moments where like him being number 3 just makes sense.
right. And
Behind
for
the
me,
2 people he's behind, it does make sense.
and for me, most people, him and Casey is battle of the night, debatable win for him. But I always tell him like it's no impact in the bars. Like you can't, and it's just me being honest. Like you haven't said nothing that I remember. So that goes into the impact factor. You're
Mm-hmm.
actually winning, but it's like for me, all right, if your battle with Bobby got 500 less views than your battle with Casey, is you can't argue that you're the A side in the battle and in the top 5 conversation. So
Mm-hmm.
his argument is I've been winning. I'm like, okay, you've been winning, but it's like it's just okay. I just won. There's
Yeah, they
nothing
just
to it.
wins with no like after
Yeah,
effect. Like
and
certain wins have aftershock. Yeah.
I feel like with him and Casey, it's like you had Battle of the Night, and you it's a debatable win, but it's also still Battle of the Night. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And out of them 2 battles, he has a total of 1.2. So him and Casey is at 800. Him and Bobby is kind of like around the 400 range.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, for me, Jay Skizzle, he needs a. I wouldn't say he need a body, but he needs a body with like everybody got a bar where it's like I remember from a battle. Like that impacts it. Like
Right, that's two
uh
different things though. I don't think he needs a body. I think he needs a like crazy moment.
yeah,
Like
or
he just
a
needs
crazy
like
win.
yeah, like you just need
Or
like a super overwhelming win or
yeah,
like a
a
ultra
memorable one.
memorable moment.
Yeah. Cause like even though you had a debatable win over Casey, I prefer Casey material better. Just my personal opinion.
Mhm.
And the Casey has a way of we're gonna get to him, but Casey has a way of like even if it's not a clear win, he's gonna give you a bar that you're gonna remember.
Every time.
So for me, it's like you could win, but I could prefer to watch somebody else in that battle. So for me, that in that particular battle, the dimension spinning shit, like that made me remember that. Like that was like, damn, Casey gonna give you one of those a battle. Like the Doctor Strange, I'll be the first one to mention spinning. Like that's a bar I remember
Crazy.
from that battle. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
Whereas though it's just like Jay Skizzle just battling. Like it's not nothing memorable.
Right. Well, I'll say it's more like applying pressure in the raps that
Right.
like push the raps, but it's still got to have like the punchline overly moment type of thing, like at least once around. I understand what you're saying.
Right. So
It's fair.
hold on.
Somebody
Uh
probably could argue though. Somebody probably could argue, three, four, and five, but one and two I think are pretty like solid
yeah.
though. I don't know.
So boom. We're gonna get to Mike Beasley. Battle of the night with him and Megalodon.
Okay,
Uh Out of the two battles, a total of 1.7. Always in the algorithms without being in the algorithm because he don't even really talk much.
right.
That's the crazy part. So that's impact for me because it's like where it's versus so you got a Jay Skizzle where he's active but it's still not impacting, and then you got a
Not
person
translating.
like
Mm-hmm.
yeah, then you got a person like Mike Beasley. It's like he literally could just battle, and then it makes me think like even though Mike Beasley not promoting as much, what if he was like a Jay Skizzle or a vocal battle rapper? How much more would his career be? You know what I'm
Yeah, it would
saying?
be crazy. Yeah,
He not really
right.
much of a talker, so it's like,
Yeah,
yeah, I'm gonna just show up and do my job. Um,
he definitely raps.
yeah,
And I definitely agree that if he was to promo more, it'd probably be double his numbers
right, right. And
easily
then on
because
top of
his
that,
reach pause necessary.
yeah, all right, we got Keno in the building.
Hey man, all them niggas over me suck. Them niggas trash. They garbage. They garbage on Sundays. They don't even get picked up.
Yes, I don't know if you
Dang,
heard
what's up,
the
fool?
beginning, but
That's good.
yeah, we on number two right now. I don't know if you heard beginning of it.
Nah, I ain't gonna hold you. I'm on my bishop today because I got too much going on. But I got a whole side note from the podcast, real quick. Talk show. I ain't gonna hold you. I got a whole pipe that just burst in this lady's house, and she's like, "Oh my God, there's water everywhere." Well, get out. How about that? Just leave.
He
What
just
you want me to do?
evicted her out of her house. It's
Like,
crazy.
hey, listen. What you telling me like I could just magically Bluetooth the water out of your house? Like, lady,
Right.
what you like? Yeah, but uh, I don't care what y'all said about KC because he didn't have to talk to me like that. So he said we
Yeah,
are.
so we still on Mike though. Mike has Battle of the Night with Megalodon. He got a clear win over Bobby Uptown, and between them two battles, that's a total of 1.7 views. Um,
1.7K.
yeah, and
All
then
right,
uh the battle of even his Bobby performance was very impactful. I think the thing that's slowing down that views is probably like Bobby's still a fresher talent, so
right.
it always takes two people to have. a good amount of views unless the battle just really really crazy. So
Right.
obviously with him and Megalodon, that was 1K easy. I think they did like 1K in a week. With more so him and Bobby is kind of it's getting there, but it's taking a little minute.
All right, man. I'm like, dang it, Bobby.
But they did have a good battle. I
All right.
think personally everybody had Mike 2-1, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, I had Mike 2-1 in that too.
Yeah. I arguably had them all three, but if it was a round I
I
had to
wouldn't have
give
been
Bobby,
mad at you. I wouldn't have been mad at
yeah.
you. But
If it was a round I had to give Bobby, it would
was
be
it
the
the second?
first. It was the
Oh,
first.
okay.
No, because Mike Beasley's second was the
No, no,
battle of the
I'm tripping.
battle.
No, I'm tripping. I'm thinking his. I think it's like I'm thinking his third that I think I had. I mean, but I probably have to go back and watch it again just to
So
clarify.
he
But
got two clear wins. I feel like he clearly beat Megalodon. Megalodon, sometimes he could get a little outdated.
that man was
Um,
talking about Cadillacs on 22.
so that's
Nah,
why I
yeah.
got Mike at number two. The only reason why I didn't make this list like a top 10 thing because I didn't want it to be like the last three. It's like okay, I just got to put somebody on there just to fill out
Right.
the
Right.
like a
Who
lot
doesn't
of
really deserve
niggas
it? Yeah, it
because
should be
like
five.
a lot of niggas have battled this year, but that don't mean it moved nothing. Like I battled this year and I didn't move nothing. Like it was just like, okay, it was just a little win over Dylan, nothing too crazy. It's not impactful. So boom. Number one, we got Casey. I'm gonna tell you why I got Casey. We gave keynote moment of the year, but Casey has the bar of the year with the tombstone. Um, Battle of the
I
Nights.
still ain't got over that yet.
Yeah. So I got you at moment of the year, but I got him at bar of the year because the can we run a fade? That was moment of the year for me so far.
I
I,
agree with that.
yeah.
Agree
Yeah.
with that.
But
That and the fact of the ball. So I think the ball head, the initial revealing of the ball head is neck and neck with that.
what far as bar or you
Well,
moment?
as far as moment, like can we still have a
Well,
fade versus the
yeah, cause the run of fade is technically a bar.
right.
So okay, so I give you the actual moment of taking it off. So we either way, it's one of those far as moments.
I would
Right.
say both. It's both.
It's a combination.
Yeah, it's both.
Yeah. So with that being said, I got him at bar of the year with Tombstone. The Tombstone bar, I got that bar of the year so far.
Time of your life is
Uh
crazy.
yeah. And on top of that, Battle of the Night twice with him and Keynote and him and Jay Skizzle.
He working.
And this what I was saying far as like impact. So him and Keynote has 1.2, but Jay Skizzle kind of weighing him down a little bit. Where that battle's still at 800. Cause I think Keynote and Casey did 1K in like a week. It's like 10 days at the most. It wasn't nothing too crazy. Whereas though him and Jay Skizzle is still at like about to be at 800. Nothing too crazy. You know what I'm saying? And it's been a month now. It's probably going on 2 months because we in April, May. That battle happened in March, April, May. So we about to be in May. So we talking about maybe 2 months and it hasn't hit 1K yet.
Wait, what hadn't hit one? Which one hadn't hit 1K?
Him and Jay Skibble.
Oh, right.
Yeah. You and him kind of hit 1K in less than 2 weeks.
Right. Yeah, I think it was like right at from now I'm saying right at like well, I want to say it was 12 and a half days maybe.
Yeah. So with that being said, it's like it's both battle of the night, but I think the factor is it's like I feel like Jay Skizzle still trying to find his promo bag, if that makes sense.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're right. So I'll feel you if you feel like dropping him to six and putting me at three. I get you there. I feel. Oh, that's not what we're discussing. My bad. I
I
be
feel like I
it.
feel like what holds back Jay Skizzle just to not go back to him, but still kind of he's a really good. writer and rapper, but
Right. It's the intangibles, the stuff you got to do
yeah, like
outside of that.
even yeah, like even though you're promoting, and I think you said this before, like yeah, I'm promoting, but what can I do to get people to watch it?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like
Because realistically, most people think promoting is literally okay. I posted the flyer once, twice, three times.
no,
Like that's so basic.
right, like that's what you're
Like,
supposed to do.
like I need to. I'm not
So
saying
let me ask you this before I finish out with Casey, what do we think? Because we far as of like he's really an advocate for like he wants to be battler of the year. What does it take for him to have that argument besides him actually having good performance?
to be battler of the year.
That's he's very vocal about that. Like he wants to be battler of the year.
Okay, well, there's to me battle of the bat.
Not over me. He won't get the fuck up out of here.
No, but I'm saying he got the clear wins. He got the, you know what I'm saying? What you think is cuz it's like we still maybe cuz we've been here for a little minute, so we kind of just see people come and go, but what can make him say what can make him stand out to us?
You have to be impactful. Like I put it like,
Yeah.
and that goes more than just that. That goes beyond just the words you spitting when you in front of somebody. Think about let me think like think of like you know what, I put it like this. Think of like a twerk, right? What
Mhm.
makes twerk impactful to URL or whatever? Yeah, his battles are phenomenal. Let's go off of that. His face offs are make you want to look. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's the stuff you're doing. Like, how? What are you doing to draw more eyes besides the ones that's already looking at you?
So let
What do
me
you?
just ask y'all outside looking in. Do Jay Skizzle even come to your mind yet when you think of
No,
like top rappers
no, sir,
here?
no.
So it's still like the guys that been here kind of still.
Right. It's the people that when you okay, I put it like this: when you say the name, when you say the stage as a whole, who do you think of? Who are the first three names you think of? That'll tell you. And I guarantee you, Jay Skizzle is not in respectfully, and I ain't
Well,
got
it's always Casey 1 and 2. Casey and Mike is like the first paper I think about.
right. Casey, Mike, then you know what I'm saying. Outside of
Trey
the
Boogie.
do rag, we ain't gonna count him.
Yeah, I don't count. I'm not gonna count you.
I
So
would say the next person you'd probably think of would
it's Trey
probably
Boogie.
right. I was gonna say Trey Williams, but
Yeah.
it's hard to count him because of where he's sitting at right now. Like he's in
Right,
a
right.
crib. But
He hasn't battled. That's the only reason why he on this. This is 2025 strictly. I just wanted to clear that because I seen people saying like, "Oh, what's this? What's this?" And I'm like, it literally says 2025.
right, reading is fundamental.
Right.
But yeah, so with those three names right there are all legitimate people for that. It's like you can't be like realistically, you can't be this new. Not in you ain't really put the only groundwork you really put in toward battler of the year is the battles, and that's
Right.
not enough. So you gotta have the intangibles. You have to get some type. You have to have some kind of a following that does translate to the stage growth. You know, and it's like the thing is he's not far off from what he would need to actually be in a conversation, but you have to start doing those things and be consistent at them. So I'd say he'd be an honorable mention, but there would be at least maybe two more names, if that, that could possibly, if they wanted it, could go for it quicker than he could.
Yeah,
Which
my biggest argument is just the impact of the battles. You know what I'm saying? It's not moving. Like it's not moving me. It's like okay, you might have won the battle, but what else?
Okay, so then, in no disrespect, what made you put Jay Skizzle over Rashad?
yeah, I can go lie. That was something I was kind of questioning myself a little bit.
Okay, so for me, I think it's more so just being in front, like far as just being vocal. He has been
I agree
inserting.
with that.
He has been inserting himself in things. While he went live one time, he was like, "Yo, I'm trying to go for battle of the year." He's more active, so it's like that's the only thing.
I can agree with that. That's fair.
Whereas Russell Rashad is like Rashad is another Mike Beezy to me in a sense, not far as like material and stuff, but like if they were more vocal, they could be like top shelf. You know what I'm
Right,
saying?
right.
Far as not even on this list, just
in
more
general.
views, yeah, more
Yeah,
known. You know what I'm
yeah. It's
saying?
not a ton of promo, but I definitely agree that if we like implement like second wave, like people's numbers would double. Especially
Right.
certain people who you wouldn't like, who don't talk as much. You just got to say just a little bit of something. But
So then on top of that, even with Jay Skizzle, do you feel like he needs to maybe up his bars too?
I think it's the opposite for them too. Like for how you have it set with Jay Skizzle at 3 and Rashaad at 4. Jay Skizzle is more like upfront vocal saying stuff, but I feel like Rashaad has more moments.
Right, right.
So and
So 3 and 4 can be debated.
can be debated.
Okay, I'm not mad at that.
Yeah.
Yeah, because Rashad does have Battle of the Year. I mean Body of the Year, and it was impactful, far as like the ambiance just not translating, far as the views. But I don't know how far I can say that because it's at 600 where him and Casey is almost at 8. And it's like if Boogie would have fought back, would that battle would be at maybe 1K by now?
Yeah, but it can still be at 1K it, regardless. If
Right.
it's more promo. Just give somebody a reason to watch the battle.
So would you
Whoever that
if
is.
you personally you got Rashad at 3?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I think the only thing that put him over me is just more Jay Skizzle is more like visible, far as just like in the group, and Rashad just come around, talk a little trash, and then disappear
And
again.
disappear, yeah. That's true.
Jay Skizzle's like really advocating, like I'm the stage nigga. I feel like Rashad is the stage, but he doesn't like he in so many other groups. It's like he not even really just the stage. Like
Right. He everywhere, yeah.
yeah. So
Yeah.
so the reason I got Casey at 1 is Bar of the Year, Battle of the Night twice, and a total of 2.1 views out of them two battles.
He working.
Yeah.
Has a lot of motivation because he must be stopped.
Yeah. And I created this list for a reason to kind of like for this purpose. Like you got people coming out of nowhere, like, oh well, why you ain't say my name? Why you ain't put me on there? I'm like, well, you haven't been saying nothing, so what you expect?
Yeah, what
Like,
you expect, yeah.
so maybe this is what we probably need to start doing. Even after every event, do one for the event, and then we can all deliberate and say, well,
How
I
do we
like
get
his
for next week? Yeah.
I
Like
like
for the
this
month.
performance.
Mm.
So I think you should change this person, and this is why. But the reason why I didn't do 10 because let's just say, um, let's just say it's 7 now, right? And we just had to fill out the rest just because. That mean I would have to be on there, which I really don't feel like I should be. You just agreed you ain't have a good performance, so it's like,
Yeah, but
yeah, I
just
would have.
because it's even a horrible reason to even try to make the
Yeah,
list, just
yeah,
because it's a
no,
horrible reason. So it's like you honestly should have the better conversation by condensing it than trying to
right.
figure out like who's here and needs to be there. It's a
Because I feel
different
like
thing.
with this list, this 7 people right here, those are like the 7 people that been, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So I
yeah.
feel like if I would have did a top 10, it would have been like, oh, I gotta throw me on there just because I
You would have
battled.
had to though,
Oh, I've gotta throw Megalodon on there just because he battled.
right?
Nah,
To fill the space.
I
Yeah,
wasn't trying to do that. That's why I
yeah.
did 5.
I mean, you don't think we got another 5 people outside of you and Meg that we could have made a full 10 out of? Because
For
we.
what? My
Well, it's a 2025 list.
Oh, right, right, and we ain't had
I
enough.
can't
for
Okay,
yeah, I
this
right, right,
can't
right.
year,
put
I
like
Buggy
got you.
on. I
Because we ain't had
can't
enough
put
battles
Buggy on
yet.
there. I can't put Headache. I can't put Tron.
You
I
can't put
can't put Boogie.
show. Show ain't battled yet this year, has he?
But see, that's my point. He did
Right.
battle. It wasn't
Oh,
impactful. So that's why I didn't
oh,
want to
right.
make a top 10 because I didn't want to be like, oh, why
Oh,
showing
right.
there?
I
I don't
get
even
you.
remember he battled. See what I'm saying? That's
I got you.
exactly why I didn't do a top 10.
Yep, I'm gonna go ahead back to the back room.
But the fact that you don't remember it is my point. Like,
That's wild. Yeah. Hey, keynote in three.
nah, I got Show Shotta, bro. Show Shotta gone.
He gonna, but because, and
Showshot
it's so
is
crazy
gonna rap for
because
you,
you
buddy.
remember when Showshot came around the original first time, and that's who everybody was talking about. So it's crazy how times could change that quick. Things could change that
And
fast.
that's how that ranking gonna change too, because that
Yeah,
shit gonna
because it's
change.
like about you not being a part of like, because battle rap is fast. We all know that. So let's say Showshot got hot in December. What we in May? 5 months later, it's like you miss a couple of events, you out of the algorithms
Off
that
the
quick.
loop, yeah, you don't forgot what happened.
But you
Keep
know one person,
moving on.
don't ever forget about Keynote. You wanna know why? Cause it's me. It's me.
Don't let show clip you. Don't
Hey,
let
Yeah.
Rashad clip you and then show
hey,
clip you. Cause
Rashad
that's
got a
what
I
he
ain't
lot
gonna
of.
do.
He got
lie.
enough problems on his
You
hands.
got
Let
you
him
got a
deal with life. He
You
got
got
enough
a
problems.
tough
boy,
little schedule, man.
boy,
Hey,
boy. I'm not gonna hold you, boy. You got a tough little
Shout
schedule
out to
going
him.
right
Shout out
now.
to Keynote too, cause
Now
his
for real, you
last
working.
his last five, man, it was me, Casey,
Elvin.
Rashad,
You
and then
working,
he
bro.
got headache coming up in September.
Hey,
So
hey, listen. Let me tell you
Hey,
something right now. The three people that got the most problems to deal with right now: Rashad, Headache, and Show. That's it.
yeah.
'Cause first of all, that KC battle was supposed to be my breakout performance. That was supposed to be okay. He just beat Casey, and then Casey decided to leave Earth with no passport. He ain't had no luggage. The man just stepped on the airplane and just said, "Yeah, up there." So we ain't counting that.
Right.
So
So just to summarize for Casey, Battle of the Night twice, Bar of the Night, Bar of the Year so far, Battle of the Year so far, and a total of 2.1 views, 2.1K.
well deserved. And he
So
will
that's
talk his
that
trash
he's yeah.
when he needs to. So
So
I agree
that's
with
why
that.
he's clearly like number one. I feel like
Right.
he's clearly number one right now. So Jay Skizzle only argument is that he feels like he beat Casey, but I don't feel that
He
that's
can feel like he beat Casey, but it's not to the impact level of being, you know what I'm saying? You
yeah,
can argue the like I can argue the conversation for the people who are over him.
right.
And that's no disrespect to, you know what I'm saying, what he's done. It's just like they've had more impactful moments. They just have more impact when it comes to what's going on. He does talk, which we definitely appreciate, you know what I'm saying, the promo part, but when it comes to the moments and getting people to watch the battles and like why they're watching, it's just we need more of that, in my opinion.
So let me ask you this, what battle, because I feel like everybody else is pretty much we know what they gotta do. What battle or what situation you think could put him where he need to be? Because he already battled the number one. And he has Rashaad the God September 6th. That's 3 rounds. So you think
That's
that'll be
hey, yeah, that's a great moment.
yeah.
I hope that, you know what I'm saying?
what's left of Rashad? What you talking about?
Oh, snap.
And he's also battling like a DMV. Let's just say legend might be a little too far. Let's just say one of the pioneers of CBG. He got Kush coming up. So those are definitely like two battles he can make an argument if he win both of them clear.
Mhm. Well, at that point, you just got to make the argument for yourself then.
Right.
And I think that also comes with like a level of, you know, talking your trash when it comes to like building up the anticipation for the battles.
Yeah. Yeah. I think he getting better with that because like when he first got here, he would literally just like post his battle. But I had to tell him like, nah, bro, you gotta post like an actual clip. Use the highlight button. Make people, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Because we gotta stop thinking, like Kino said, we gotta stop thinking posting a battle is promo. That's not promo,
It's
bro.
not enough.
It's the stuff leading up to the battle, at the battle, and post battle. But I think he's understanding the talking part of it. Like, yeah, I beat him, so he can't mess with me. Oh, I'm about to beat him. But it's just like you got to get people to actually tune in,
Right,
and that's not
right.
easy. It's not easy.
No, it's not.
Not
Building that
easy at all.
community is not easy.
Right. Sometimes I feel
Right.
like people Facebook's likes and interactions, engagements on Facebook is not translating either. Like you'll see a motherfucker have 100 engagements, then you look on their Twitter. I mean, you look on the YouTube battle, it's only like 200 views.
Yeah.
But I can't say this. When you get views on YouTube, you really get no views because it's like for some reason YouTube is really hard, much harder to get those views. Like you notice if you go on like Twitter, you can make a post, boom, you got 1,000 that fast.
Yeah, just because,
You
yeah.
go on Instagram, boom,
Who you
1,000
follow and who can look at
Yeah, I
your.
think the problem is with that is like YouTube really counts every person. Like they will go back and generate those views. Like okay, you only watch this for 30 seconds. That might count as a view on Twitter, but on YouTube, they'll
It's
scratch
not.
that as a
Yeah.
view. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you got to really get people to watch you on YouTube. It's not just a type of like, oh, I clicked on it. There go a view for you, bro. Like, nah.
Nah, yeah, you have to sit and watch that jump for a hollow minute.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
So
true.
this list can change every event based on performance impact. I don't want to count like ticket sales and stuff because that's like behind the scenes. Only I would know that. But like let's just start going off of performances. This can change and then I also want to start doing a event power ranking. So whoever battled that. So like, all right, let's give you an example. We got
Unfinished business. I got to be in the top three.
Yeah, so with that, let's just say it's 6 battles on that card. So for me, just to give you an example, I'll be like Keynote 1, Rashaad 2, 3, Simply DJ, 4, Key, 5, Sir Bubba, 6,
Honorable
Vibe.
mentions. Keep it the
Oh,
same way.
yeah, yeah. So keep it at 5 and then honorable
Yep.
mention.
Yep.
So then if a nigga don't see his name on the list, he gonna be like, damn, I
You can be like,
did
damn,
bad.
I didn't do enough, and you gotta
Yeah.
and you better do something better. That's all you gotta do. It should be a motivating factor,
And
not like
then
a disrespect thing.
once the battle happened, we could say, well, did he do enough to get in the power rankings of the year?
Right. Right.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, just be so only thing with the unfinished business card is it's only 2 people that's actually battling on this power ranking. So I don't think if you beat somebody you kind of necessarily could switch with them. I think it's more so how bad the or how impactful the win is.
I don't think it should be switch. It should be
So
switch
when
if
I
you're
went
in
into
like two
Rashad, I didn't move up
spaces.
to number 5 and drop Mookie or somebody. That's crazy.
No, I'm
Yeah.
saying like you can switch like a
Okay,
space
so
or
let's
two,
just
but
say
like you switching to space 4,
yeah,
I
yeah.
don't think that's
No,
how that should work.
no.
Nah,
I
nah.
think it's more so like let's say y'all have battle of the night, at least battle of the year type of contender, and I got you edging it. I could probably say, hey yo, switch you and Mookie right quick, fool.
Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. Hey, I'll see y'all in the 32nd.
But see, the thing about it is Mookie got some shit coming up too, so it's like
Yeah, I'm gonna
right
have to show up
after
here as a
that,
event and make sure he choked.
you might be good for a little bit, but he got Cammo coming up.
All right,
So
so like if no disrespect, like if Jay Skizzle was to lose, you battle Rashad, and y'all both have better battles than Jay Skizzle battle, y'all both could move up. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Like,
yeah.
So
Cause
that puts Jay Skizzle in honorable mentions. Rashad at 3, Mookie at 5, maybe, and Mookie at 4.
he is
I
politicking.
think I
Hey
ain't gonna
yo,
lie. At this point, I think we should just take like make it's cool for the first one, but maybe we should just take the honorable mentions out at all
in
together.
general, yeah, and just keep the
After me.
5.
Yeah, well, yeah, that's what I said after this event.
Yeah,
Maybe
not
we
like
could do something
events. It
like that.
should be maybe like for the power ranking should have honorable mentions, but the event shouldn't have that.
Yeah, so just to do the top 5 of the
Top
event.
5 for the event.
Yeah. Maybe this will start motivating y'all, get y'all talking. Hey,
Yeah.
Kino, what's the famous saying? You want to get niggas to talk? Make a list.
Gotta incentivize everything, bro.
Make a list, bro. Cause soon as I made the list, it was people texting me that don't even talk. That's crazy. Like, damn, I'm not on the list, bro. I thought I was da da da. Da. I'm like, bro,
How?
you literally haven't joined one show since we started the podcast. You ain't joined no live. You haven't literally done nothing. And that
Yeah.
quick, they be texting your phone.
Yeah.
So all you gotta do is make a list, and these niggas shall come.
Well, I'm glad I wasn't on the first list, so when my name pops up on the next one, it's well deserved. I got smoked for bald head. and yeah, I guess that keynote did what he did, and
I'm not gonna lie,
you know,
man. This gonna change because we kind of took that little time period off. It was like a month span where we didn't do nothing.
mm,
But starting May 31st, we got literally 4 events every. So we have an event every 2 weeks for the next month. So we gonna have unfinished business, stick to the code, ruin this, and then bad for your soul. And those are all 2 week span cards. So May 31st, June 14th, June 28th, and then July 12th. So these things,
big
this
money.
it's 4 events coming up like back to back every 2 weeks, starting on Monday for starting May 31st for a month. So this thing about to change. It's about to be one of them, fool. And I'm not gonna lie. For Keynote, this is his chance to maybe outshine because when you have a card like Ruinous, it's hard to outshine everybody because everybody popular. Unless you just got a crazy performance, everybody
Oh, I
remember.
will. I will. I'm flying in on an airplane.
Yeah.
I'm
Oh
parachuting
Unless
to the
snap!
battle.
see, cause like I ain't gonna lie, and respectfully, I ain't trying to say it like this, but it's more better that it's easier to have impact on like an unfitness business card where it's not a lot of talent versus Ruinous where literally everybody's good. Unless you
Ain't gonna be
just
good enough on Ruinous. It's
unless
up to next.
unless you just stand out crazy, like think
That was
about
your
it.
battle
It's
show.
yes.
Yep, I'm wearing an all green, emerald green suit.
Like
It's up for
think
niggas.
about it like this, right?
Oh shit!
You know how hard it's gonna be to outperform Rashad, a Chef Trez, or Brinks Belvy. You got me, you got Show Shot, you got Big Cat, you got Casey. That's a lot of niggas to be better than that night. So you got a better chance on a smaller card. And bad for your soul, bad for your soul is a big card too. Like it's a lot of hitters on that one. So it's gonna be hard to outshine some of these performances with all these names on it. So basically, everybody in the top five is battling on Ruins except Jay Skizzle. But Camo on there, so you gotta outdo a Camo, you gotta outdo Keno, you gotta outdo a Mookie, you gotta outdo a Cat, you gotta outdo a Mike Beezy, you gotta outdo Rashad, you gotta outdo Casey, you gotta outdo
It's
Chef Trez, Brinks Belvy. It's
boy.
gonna be a
Hey,
tough night, boy. I'm
Yeah,
hey,
telling you.
look. The goal is just to remain relevant by the end of.
Yeah, because everybody's good on that card.
it's gonna be a
Literally.
good one too.
Right.
Speaking of Chef, I actually got to hit him up. Got some
Yeah.
business to talk.
So it's gonna be hard with these next couple of cards because they're really big cards where everybody's basically good. It's not no you because I feel like unfinished business, y'all two is like you and Casey was like clearly the better battlers on the card. So it's more impactful in that moment. Cause I think who else was on that card? Kool-Aid and McLaren. You know what I'm saying? That's not really impactful if we being honest.
Right.
Uh that yeah, so it's easier to be more talked about in a smaller card versus the big card. Like now you gotta outdo a lot of good people. Don't forget Bucky on that ruins too. So it's a lot of people you gotta
I get ready to work, man.
yeah.
Let's get ready
A
to
lot of
work.
people to convince, man. So yeah. I ain't gonna hold up too much of our time because we do got the show tonight around 8. So I'm gonna let y'all boys go. Y'all got any last words?
I will be on the
Kingdom for
next list.
president. That's all I got.
I will be on the next list. Shout out to Show Shotta. Shout out
Yeah.
to Casey. I'ma cook you.
Mm,
Talk.
And yeah, it's motivating time. Be
straight.
right
Yeah.
back with it. Don't worry about it.
Talk.
Y'all
Yeah.
gonna get this podcast.
Y'all gonna get this
Hey, you got
podcast. We gonna huh?
if you got Keno coming in at number one, I want you to just say anything. Just breathe.
It's a lot
That's
of dance
one.
people in the
That's
chat.
two.
So yeah, y'all gonna get this podcast Golden Edition episode 25 tonight. Y'all make sure
Hey,
y'all tap back in. That's gonna
supporter.
be let's just say 8 o'clock because I think
Hey,
the
this
game
the
kind of
stage.
Yeah,
This
after the
the
game.
stage.
yeah after
This
the game
motherfucker
basically.
be the stage.
All right, man. Y'all boys be safe. See y'all a little later.
That's up.
Yeah.